Well, ladies and gentlemen, there's been a lot of conversation surrounding Tomb Raider, and Tomb Raider talking about the remastered versions that obviously everybody's talking about right now. And when it comes to Tomb Raider, there's something that recently happened within the game that a lot of people are pissed about. So, NEXUS Mods is very famous for obviously shilling for leftist identity politics. They absolutely love it, and they will ban anything that goes against it. And just recently, there was a mod that was released that removes that ever so cringe trigger warning at the beginning of the remastered Tomb Raider. And apparently, NEXUS Mods has banned that mod. Now, I can't pretend to be shocked, ladies and gentlemen, because this is NEXUS Mods at the end of the day. These are the people that stopped you from removing LGBTQ flags in Spider-Man, even though, guess what? The company who made Spider-Man, Insomniac Games, they also removed the LGBTQ flags themselves when they released the games in other countries, and yet NEXUS Mods said absolutely nothing when it came to that, but of course, they're never going to be consistent. NEXUS Mods decides to ban this particular mod, which, again, I think this mod is pretty dumb, only because it really, what does it save you? Like two seconds? I guess it's 2 seconds of something that people just really don't want to see, but every mod should be able to exist so long as it doesn't have to do with something with kids. Obviously, something with kids would be absolutely disgusting and should be taken off. But aside from that, most mods should exist without any hindration whatsoever, but NEXUS Mods is going to pick and choose whatever they want. So what I have pulled up here is a Reddit post talking about the fact that the mod was removed, and it actually has archived the entire initial conversation regarding the mod, and you can see all the ridiculous comments that came about it. So let's get into this video, guys. But of course, before we do, if you are new here, just consider hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, and like the video to push us out into that YouTube algorithm. So the post says NEXUS Mods remove the mod that deletes the warning message from the Tomb Raider remaster. Here's an archive link for the mod page. Seems like comments were extremely angry at the person who uploaded the mod. So let's go over to the actual page, and you're gonna see what people had to say. Let's make this a little bit bigger. So I think it's pretty funny. First off, I think it's hilarious that people will call someone else a snowflake, right? And you already know what this person probably looks like. They love to call other people snowflakes, but they're literally being snowflakes. This is the reason why they're banning the mod in the first place. They'll love to make fun of you for making the mod. They'll love to make fun of you for downloading the mod, but you're not allowed to make fun of them for wanting the mod deleted because they hurt their little feelings. You know what I mean? Like that's the hilarious thing in hypocrisy that I love to talk about, because that's how a lot of these people think. So you got a username that says Nas Game Snowflakes getting triggered over a simple disclaimer, laughing my ass off. Y'all need to go take a shower and go outside. Snowflakes got triggered over some flags being replaced. 100% agree. The simple disclaimer is accusing previous devs from Core and people who enjoyed this game in the past as racist. Maybe you should go outside and meet some people who teach you some manners. Snowflakes getting triggered over the existence of a mod. Exactly. That's what I... right here. This comment right here is the exact problem with people like this up here, right? You guys are so quick to call everybody else snowflakes, but you're literally trying to censor a mod because it hurts your feelings. That is just insane. Well, actually, in the name of NEXUS Mods, you're trying to delete a mod because in all actuality, it goes against your religion, right? Like your religion is leftist identity politics, so you need to make sure you are constantly shilling for that. Snowflakes are offended by a mod. Log off, dude. Bet you made an account just to say this. And then it says, while I appreciate the effort, the woke message is only there the first time you start the game, and you never see it again after that one time, so kind of a pointless mod. Now, I will say two things about this, okay? Number one, it is a pointless mod, in my opinion. It's a mod that literally saves you 2 or 3 seconds in the game, and that's it. I think it's obviously going overboard, but hey, if somebody wants to have it, let them have it, number one. Number two, it's not exactly fully pointless because they decided to put that message in there for a reason. They wanted to make sure that even though it was a 2 or 3 second message, they wanted to make sure that you read it. They wanted to make sure that you knew if you enjoyed the original game in any way, shape, or form that you're a racist, right? Because Crystal Dynamics didn't take hand in the creation of this remaster. They wouldn't even touch it because it goes against their identity politics. It goes against their leftist shilling, right? So they didn't even want to touch it, but they made sure as right holders or whatever the hell they are for this actual game that they wanted to put that message in, and they forced the developers to do it, I guarantee you. Then they said it's a statement. I don't want to see it ever. The message was dumb, and at the very least, I'll give them credit for not censoring anything as far as we know. Well, that's not true. They did censor a t-shirt with a nude woman on it. They made sure they put some clothes on her, but that's just the only censorship that I know of right now. So we should be thankful for the not censoring. What is there to even censor? Jesus Christ, this world needs a full nuke reset. I fully agree. Like, I welcome nukes off at this point. The current world we live in is so pathetic. It gives me disease. Oh my God. Laughing my ass off. Fucking crybaby, go touch grass. Why don't you soy seeking this out just to write that snowflake? So it devolved into an argument between who's a snowflake and who's not. And honestly, I would argue that the people trying to ban the mod are probably much more of snowflakes than the people trying to download or make the mod in the first place, right? People have a idea of what leftist identity politics are supposed to be. And when they show for this online, it makes it very clear who their bias is. They cannot operate a website objectively. They have to make sure that they know, and you know, that they are going to show for this stuff. And I'll be honest with you, Nexus Mods has been very upfront about this. They will tell you straight off the bat that everything for them is identity politics driven. Their entire website, their entire ideology, their website's rules, everything is about identity politics. You can literally, and I swear to God, you can go out there and make a mod in some game about having sex with children, so long as the main characters that are doing it are LGBTQ, Nexus Mods will in fact keep that mod in the game. LGBTQ is a religion for them. LGBTQ is a shield to do whatever the hell they actually want to do without any repercussions for their actions whatsoever. But the moment you do anything that speaks against that, they are going to remove you. Now, obviously, they are their own website. They could do whatever the hell they want. But that's why there's other modding websites that you should be supporting that don't do this nonsense. The message was dumb, and even if people don't want to see it and there's a mod that removes and changes it, who exactly are you to talk? Well, that's the thing. They think that they're talking from a place of moral superiority. This is where leftist ideology tries to teach you that if you show for this stuff, you become immediately morally superior, and everybody else around you is wrong. It says, imagine being offended by a mod. Snowflake, exactly. No one is forcing you to download this mod. Plus, including that message in the game is beyond pathetic. You can keep it in your game and keep being a sore boy, but we will not. And imagine that being your opinion. Imagine going out of your way to find these kind of mods just to say, F off, mate, enjoy your woke shit. How you even survive childhood with all the old and supposedly offensive content out there is a mystery. Now, again, a lot of these people that show for their stuff are very young. They think that the world started in the 1980s, essentially, right? Where that's the most offensive thing that ever happened in human history. Like, this is the kind of stuff that is taught in college. This is the kind of stuff that's taught in schools today. And thank you so much, Base Mod. I love it. This is what happens when you have websites that are just ideologically driven. Nexus Mods, every time I make a video about them, I make sure to let you guys know, do not use them. If you're going to use them, you need to understand what you're supporting and what you're out there for. And if you're a hardcore leftist, maybe Nexus Mods is for you, and that's fine. You're more than free to do that. But for most average normal people, chances are you're not going to want to support Nexus Mods. Chances are you're not going to actually want to utilize their website to get your mods from them. You're going to want to get your mods from someone else. Support other websites that don't do this nonsense, because at the end of the day, Nexus Mods is going to make sure they filter every bit of content they possibly can and to try to deliver to you a message that is extremely biased to their worldview. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.